Hi, I'm Jori. I'm here to talk to you about RISCA budget forms. I often find budget forms on grant applications intimidating. They're charts that someone else made. They may have language I don't totally understand. Sometimes numbers seem to add themselves together kind of magically. If you're like me, or if you just have a few small questions, hopefully this video will be helpful to you. So this is RISCA's Make Art Grant budget form. And when you open the form, you can first fill in the name of your project. As you can see, mine is called My Very Cool Project. And then you can skim the form and see what it's asking of you. So you'll notice there's one section called Revenue and another section called Expenses. And that's it. That's the whole form. Revenue is the money that you're taking in as you're doing your project, and expenses is what you're spending, what you're putting out to make the project happen. You'll notice at the bottom of the revenue section, this is where you're going to be asking for RISCA funds. So the RISCA request amount will go in this box here, and that can be up to $3,000. Your budget may actually be more than $3,000 if you have other forms of income, but the maximum you can ask from RISCA is $3,000. I like to start with my expenses, what I know it's going to cost me to make this project happen. For example, I might fill in my artist fees first because that's an important part of any artist project. I'll pay myself and I'll pay collaborators. In the budget notes section, I'll fill in details. So I might say 2 dancers, $1,000 each project for project fees. If I had an hourly rate, I might write something different. I know I'm going to spend $250 on social media ads. I would write that here. I have a big space rental fee that's going to go here. I might put some details about the space here. I got an insurance quote, and I was going to buy a projector. And I put the projector down here because it's an equipment purchase, which is actually something that RISCA cannot fund, but it's still important to add to my budget so that reviewers can get a sense of what it takes for me to make my work. So now this yellow box down here has added all of these numbers together for my different line items. Anything that's in a row is called a line item. And I see that my expenses are $5,000. The green box here tells me my budget is not in balance. And that just means that my income and my expenses are not currently showing the same dollar amounts. I want the money coming in and the money going out to be the same. And when that's the case, this will tell me that my budget is in balance. So let's see if we can balance the budget. If we go back to the revenue section, we can add some details here. So let's say we planned $500 in ticket pre-sales. It's not a confirmed amount, so I'm not going to put an asterisk, but that's what I'm assuming I'm going to be making. I did already collect tuition for movement workshops. I did already collect this tuition, so I'm going to star that. And I also got a grant from the Department of Art, Culture, and Tourism. Let's star that. And oh, we had a big GoFundMe, so that's here. Great. So I already have $2,500 of income, but my expenses are totaling $5,000. So that's how I know that I need to ask RISCA for $2,500. And now my budget is in balance. Two more things to note. If you're filling out the project grant for organizations form, it's very similar. Some of the line items are different. And in general, when you are filling out either form, if the line items here don't fit your project, you don't have to fill them in. And if there's something that's missing, you can use the other lines here, here, and here. The second thing to know is that there's also two narrative questions that you'll be asked to fill out. One of them asks you to explain how you'll be using RISCA funds. So in this case, I'm asking for $2,500, but I have $4,500 worth of eligible expenses, because remember, $500 of my $5,000 budget is not eligible for RISCA funding. So how will I use that $2,500? Will it be $2,000 for artist fees and $500 of my fee? How will I break it down? That's where you're going to answer that question. The second narrative question is about in-kind donations. What types of community support will you be getting for your project? That might include donations from individuals, such as these GoFundMe donations. It might include donated space or documentation services or food, anything that people are going to show up and volunteer to give to you in the form of goods or services to help make your project happen.